Hello, everyone. I want to briefly describe linear regression, logistic regression, and cluster analysis. Linear and logistic are very similar. In fact, the pregnancy file that you work through for linear regression can easily be used for logistic regression as well. The only difference is in linear regression, the outcome is a percent chance, whereas logistic regression, it is a certain. It's either yes or no. There is no wiggle room in between. So you're either pregnant or you're not. It's not a percent chance that you're pregnant or a score. So those are really the differences between linear and logistic as far as the outcome. We will work through each technique, of course, but just to get you started in thinking about it, do you want to do a prediction that gives you a yes or a no? Or do you want to do a prediction that gives you a score, a percent score to apply? Cluster analysis is very different than the two. Put simply, cluster analysis groups customers together, or objects together, entities together, as it would be, based on similar patterns. For example, if I was a wine distributor, I distributed wine and I had an online website, you group customers together based on variety of wine, time of the year, even the price point that they paid for that wine. I could group them by whether that wine is in season or it's past its peak. I could also group them based on the quantity of bottles that they purchased. Do they buy us 6 bottles, 12 bottles, 1 bottle, 3 bottles, 80 bottles? And things like that. So I can do some of that. Now, cluster analysis will require you to finagle your data set a little bit. But generally speaking, if you have some sales data, now I'm not talking regression data that we've got before, where we got ones and zeros and yeses or nos, but if you have some sales data that says that Peter, Paul, and Mary each bought this product at this price point and they bought it this many times, that is something we can work with. It'll take a little bit of data engineering for us, some constructing, but if that's the approach you want to take, know that we have a couple of weeks where we focus just on projects in this class. So I will still do some lecturing, I'll still do some walkthrough technique, but we won't have as many assignments for a couple of our weeks in class. And that's the time that you should be focusing on your constructing of the data set. And honestly, some of you could probably finish your project in week 3 or 5, and just work on your writing and your analysis for the rest of the term. So the technique shouldn't be the roadblock. It should be cleaning your data, getting it ready to do the technique, and then assessing the results. Period. So hopefully that was helpful.